Hey, what's up, traders? This is the watch list video for Monday, August 15th. Man, great job by everyone on Friday. I know I've been in and out all week. I think I've pretty much got what I had to get done behind me. So I'll get my full attention back to trading next week. But as I tweeted on Friday, you guys didn't need me at all. Amazing teamwork. I'll show a couple highlights before I go into what we're watching for Monday. NVTA, which you can see the daily there, recent high flyer, right? So Shauna gave the second push through 5 idea, which let me switch to 2 so you can see it. This is just for anyone who wasn't there. So a recent high flyer, right? Rips through 5, pulls back. Shauna's idea right back there through 5. Beautiful call. Went pretty quickly to 589, and then ended up going higher after that. If you, I think it did if you held. Yeah, it did. But anyway, great call by Shauna. Alan H. No surprise to anybody. Continues to make great calls. Called VERU through 1650 right there, or actually right there, I believe. It went all the way up to what, almost over 19. I'll stick with Alan. He also called, what was his other one? BBBY, Bed Bath & Beyond, through 12 right here. And it went to pretty quickly to what, 1328. So that was another really neat call. And Ben L, maybe another up-and-coming superstar in the chat room, ENVX, gave the room ENVX over 2125. And his idea he posted, red to green is just 3 cents above at 2128. And the high of day is 2150. So he's basically pointing out the stacked catalysts. So there's the 2125 break, and then it knocked down the red to green, the high of day, and even the previous day's high. It knocked down all the stacked catalysts and went to from 2125 to over 23. So a great call by Ben L. I always like to give some shout outs to some of you guys. People are always asking me, who do I follow on my hot script in the chat room? And I always say, do a search at the end of the day. If you weren't there, if you had chat room open but you couldn't be there, do a search. Search for the word thanks, right? And you'll see people thanking someone, and then you can go back and do a search for that person who's getting thanked and see their time-stamped post. Do a search for a symbol. Maybe at the end of the day, something went crazy that day. Search for that symbol, and you can see a time-stamped post if somebody called it, and that is how you decide who to add to your hot script. Which, as you guys know, alerts you a sound when anyone on your hot script posts something in chat, right? So it makes the room a really, really good scanner if you're using it correctly. We talk about that all the time in chat. Use that search feature. All right, anyway, what are we watching for Monday? I always do this, VEEE. I always type VEE. VEEE had a big rip on Friday, closing at 710 well off its highs. If you weren't around in pre-market, it went ahead and ripped to new highs in over 9 in after hours. So sometimes some of these are worth hanging out in after hours and seeing if you can catch a trade. But anyway, certainly going to watch that one on Monday. BBBY, which is Bed Bath & Beyond. Certainly an interesting chart. Had the gap up here, rolled over a little bit, and then right back up near recent highs. And the 200-day not far above either. Let me try to figure out where the 200-day. It's not on this chart, but 1420 is where I have the 200-day. Which oftentimes acts as a magnet. So pretty handsome looking chart in BBBY. NVTA, just a recent high flyer, shows some intraday pops as you can see. So I definitely want to keep that one on watch for Monday. Fubo. Let me zoom in a little bit and give you a better look. So Fubo kind of had that little mini breakout recently. And then Friday put in just kind of a quiet inside day. Maybe some short covering coming up. CVNA Carvana had the kind of a little mini breakout on Thursday, but gave it most of it back, and then Friday held up pretty well. So we definitely want to keep our eyes on that one. Again, I'll remind you, the SPY is pretty darn strong, right? Had the what looked like a gap up and reversal on Thursday, and then Friday just ripping to new recent highs again. So let's stay alert next week. The market's been strong. VERU, great call again by Alan H. in the room on Friday, but and certainly ahead of itself. I'm pretty sure this might be new all-time highs. No, there's monthly candles, so back in early 2001 it went higher. But anyway, it's extended. but it certainly made a big move. And sometimes strong stocks keep going, weak stocks keep falling. So I'll keep it on a chart. I would like to see, as you guys know me, right, and what kind of trader I am, I'd like to see a couple day pullback, but I'm still going to watch it. BCAB, speaking of a couple day pullback, this had a really nice 2-day rip. And now we've got one. This was my top watch, by the way, Friday morning when I saw that it topped out at 8. I thought, hey, if we can break 8 later, but it never did. I feel like this needs to come in another day. But sometimes, you hear me say it all the time, you get a strong stock, you get one red day, and then it continues higher again the next day. So even though it hasn't pulled back to the moving averages, I'm definitely going to keep it on a chart. Why? Because I'm a day trader, right? MRAM. Big volume spike, very strong close. I believe they had earnings, but one thing worth noting is this big volume spike is barely 1 million shares. So it's a thin one. There's the intraday. Just kept grinding higher all day, though. So we're certainly going to watch that. Whoops. AGS. I don't know. I can't type. I don't know if this should be on the watch list because I checked the news and I thought it was like a buyout mentioned, but maybe it's just a potential buyout. So worth keeping on a chart. I don't think anything's been finalized yet. A few more. PGY is just really coiled after this big rip. Then it tanked, so to speak, kind of a big pullback. And now it's really, really coiled. So it might break this way and it might break this way. If it breaks this way, I want to be there for it, right? So I'm going to put it on a chart. TGL's only been trading 2 days. Went absolutely nuts the first day. The range was $4.55 to $19.80. So you gapped down on Friday and had a weak day, so you do have a lot of bag holders in it. But the thing moves like crazy, so I'm definitely going to keep an eye on it. You might get a third day play on the long side there. And then AERC, I've talked about this. Overall, a lot of bag holders, but you had this big pop last week. What was that, Tuesday? And it's been kind of grinding lower ever since. I am going to keep it on bounce watch one more day. I don't know, maybe this MEGL. I didn't put this on the watch list, but I don't know what to do with this chart, but maybe it is worth having on bounce watch again. A lot of times I'll just keep something on bounce watch until it triggers as a bounce play, and this one is just so weird that I didn't. But I'll give it an honorary mention. Maybe keep it on a chart. I'm not putting it on the watch list though. All right, that's it. I hope everyone has a great weekend. I'll see you guys in the chat room on Monday. We'll add gappers to this list, and the teamwork's amazing. And I'm looking forward to being, full-time trading after my distractions this past week, being in front of the screens with you all week. Because, I missed a lot of amazing calls because I was in and out of the office. So let's have some more of those next week. See you guys.